have a ton of PlayStation 4 reviews up on IGN, so come find out if your $400 was worth it. Also, keep checking the site for all your launch coverage needs. Some last-minute confirmations have been made by Sony. Notably, an online user guide states that the PS4 won't initially support 3D Blu-rays at launch. This news is a bit odd, considering the PS3 had the ability to play them just fine, but if the demand is there, it's likely that the feature may be patched in a later date. Don't believe me? Well, after the surprising backlash about the news the PS4 wouldn't have MP3 and CD support at launch, Sony Worldwide Studios president Shuhei Yoshida told Giant Bomb that they will be adding support for the media in the future. He said the biggest surprise for us internally at Sony was there are so many people who passionately reacted to our announcement. It's not like we actively decided, let's not do this feature so people will have to subscribe to Music Unlimited. The focus has been more on game features. See guys, if you make enough noise, Yoshida will listen. Speaking of Yoshida and listening, Sony fans should be listening to Yoshida about his views on other console companies, namely Nintendo. Yoshida recently sat down with our own Greg Miller and explained that Sony needs Nintendo to survive for the sake of the video game industry, saying, I think in the bigger scale of things happening in the industry or tech or people's lives, how they play games on what device and how they start to learn to play games, I think Nintendo and us are pretty much in the same group, and we need Nintendo to be very successful to help induct as many consumers who like to play games with controllers, right? Yoshida also mentioned he even owns a Wii U to play games with his daughters. Now come on, video game fans, can't we just all get along? Nintendo put out another Nintendo Direct this morning and announced that it will finally be unifying accounts between the 3DS and Wii U, allowing consumers to use a shared wallet for the eShop on both devices, provided users log in with the same Nintendo ID. Also, Miiverse, communities, and YouTube will be coming to the 3DS, and there were some updates on first-party Nintendo games, so check out IGN for all the biggest news. And that's your fix for November 13th. I'm Naomi Kyle, and be sure to get your fix anytime online here at IGN.